Something you probably do know. Progressive can not only offer you a great price when you bundle home and auto, they offer you round-the-clock protection. Something you probably don't know? A driveway basketball hoop, including the base, weighs around 400 pounds. Something you probably do know? There's a windstorm coming. Something you probably don't know. A basketball hoop tipping over can poke a hole in a car roof like a can opener. Bundle your home and auto with Progressive and get more than a great price. Get round-the-clock protection. Something you know for the things you don't know. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Matt Jolley, right here on Georgia Radio.
Off and running here with the Wednesday show, Neighbor to Neighbor. I'm Matt Jolley. Glad to be here with you this morning. Listen, if there's something that you have to say or want to put on this show at any point, you can always send a message right there through the My Georgia Radio app by just clicking the microphone button right down there at the bottom of your screen, or you can send a picture. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Mark Ware's joining me now to invite people to send me a picture. Isn't that weird? I think it's weird.
Man. Yeah.
They've got to scroll right past your picture before they send me a picture or before they push the microphone button, because you're on there advertising the show coming up October the 8th that I'm going to be at there at the Griffin Opera House in Griffin, Georgia. Tell me about this show, Mark, because this is big news for you to be doing this show.
Yeah, I tell you, and I could not be more proud of my Georgia fans. I talked to the Griffin Opera just last night and a little bit earlier today, and we're about 55 tickets away from selling the venue out, and we got 4 weeks left. So I couldn't be more proud of my Georgia fans, and I'm excited to have you there that night helping us. And I've got a surprise guest coming it's gonna be a treat for everyone. But to see that venue full and to just put some music back into that old building there, it's just gonna fill my heart. I'm excited, ready to go tonight.
It's the 1894 Griffin Opera House in downtown Griffin, Georgia. I've been doing a lot of research on this place, Mark, and I can't pinpoint it yet, but I think there's a high likelihood that Fiddlin' John Carson, the guy who started everything as far as country music recording with vocals and instruments, may have very well played that stage. He certainly played Griffin.
Yes, and I can't remember his daughter's name, but she went on to carry that foundation, and I got an award at some point in time along this music career, but I can't remember when it was. I'd have to dig that up, but
well, it's come full circle.
Early 20s. Yes, it has.
It has come full circle. That's great. And, of course, Mark Ware's joining us this morning. If you don't know Mark Ware, you've been sleeping under a rock or something, because this guy is just on fire. He's got more songs out right now than Carter's got pills. One of them is my favorite. It's Gonna Take a Miracle. What a song. How's it doing for you?
It's doing really, really good, and we just kind of put this out organically right now, and what you see from the numbers is strictly really no marketing put into this yet. Management has not got a hold of it yet. Big news coming about management after Friday this week, but I can go ahead and tell you that some of the news now, my day-to-day manager's Bo Bice from the American Idol show. He's now managing my day-to-day operations, and I'm going to interview another management company this week, and we've got a great marketing plan to push the next album, actually, that we're going to put out with 5 songs. We've been working hard in the studio, and we've got something special to give back to Alan Jackson embedded in that album coming out, and couldn't be more excited. It's finished. We're getting started on a video this week, and there's just a lot of things rolling in the Mark Ware camp, and I'm surrounded by the best team. I've got the best band. I've got the best fans, so I couldn't be more blessed, Matt. Really, I couldn't. You
were out on the road with Leonard Skinner the other day, and we spent some time down there in Biloxi, Mississippi. You can eat your way home from Biloxi, Mississippi, if you know where to pull over. How was it down there playing with Leonard Skinner?
So, listen, I left on last Friday and went to Orlando. We got to play music with Bo Bice and Molly Hatchet there in Orlando. And then we jumped on a plane to Charlotte to jump on a plane to Biloxi and got to spend some time with 38 Special and Leonard Skinner, Bo Bice again, and just seeing the whole back operation of management and production and meeting some really cool people in this business. And all of them are just welcoming me with open arms. And I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful for what folks are helping me with, and I surely couldn't do it without them. And they're just making a good old redneck country boy from Monticello, Georgia's dream come true. I'm telling you.
Well, listen, I think it's great. You've had a wonderful summer concert series out there on the lake at Jackson Lake, and there's a lot of great entertainment that comes through there. You mentioned Bo Bice. I think Bo became your manager because he just got tired of you hanging out at his fence asking questions. That's my real guess, because you guys were neighbors for a while, weren't you?
We were neighbors. Actually, I lived next door to his mama, and he lived I lived on one side of his mama, and he lived on the other side of his mama there on the river before I moved over on the lake part of the lake, and for about 12 years. And, yeah, I think Bo said, look, if I'm going to do this much consulting and helping, I might as well get paid for it.
Right.
So,
I just envision it like Tim Allen and Wilson. That's how I imagine it in my head. But I think that's fantastic.
Man, I'm telling y'all, he is rebranding his music as well. And Bo Bice, he is as genuine as they come. And if it wasn't for him alone, just keeping me from stepping into potholes or crawling out of dishes in this music business, and not many folks would take the time up with an up and coming artist. And I'm learning from him, and I want to be that humble and that kind musician and artist and help others along the ways. And that's kind of why I'm excited about the other thing that we're working on, Matt.
Well, I'll tell you what, of all the folks on American Idol, Bo Bice, season 4, the runner-up, I mean, if you're going to get knocked out of the number 1 spot, getting knocked out of it by Carrie Underwood.
Right.
It's not like somebody that we haven't heard of since the show. Carrie Underwood, I mean, come on. So
right, and I can't tell you how many times I heard this weekend, oh, I actually voted for you that year.
Yeah, right. Well, there were a whole lot of people that did, and I love his music, The Real Thing, and just so many great songs. But he has, in my opinion, he has one of the most soulful voices that ever came across that stage.
Oh, yes.
Blood,
No
sweat,
doubt.
and tears. Now he's, as
No
you said,
doubt.
back out on the road again. I mean, this guy's just, he's got a set of pipes. So,
Man, I'm telling you, he's probably one of the best singers I know.
Well,
Really,
listen,
he can bring it.
come out October the 8th. We're going to be there. Georgia Radio will be there at the Griffin Opera House, built in 1894. Mark Ware in concert with you're sort of alluding to it, a special guest. We don't know who, but we're looking forward to it. Come out and see October the 8th. Just 50 tickets left, and that's going to fill up fast because this is a cool place. You have waitresses that come to the table and serve you drinks. They've got popcorn, all kind of stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful venue right there in downtown Griffin. You just got to go out there and see it.
And I think they're still giving a discount code, Matt, if you want to share that.
Well,
number.
I wasn't going to share that, but if you want to, I'm trying to help you make some money, but if you want to, give it away, then go right ahead.
Okay, let me pull it up. I'm anxious. I want to get them last 50 tickets in the bag.
That's
man.
right. Get them in the bag. Get them sold. What is
Let's see. The number is 770-688-7188. 770-688-7188. If you text my name, Mark Ware, in all caps, you'll get a discount code sent back to your phone, and you'll have a beautiful seat there at that beautiful venue, and we'll play you some music on the 8th of October.
You and I were walking around in there the other day, and I am really, really excited, not only for your show, but some of the other stuff that we're working on. And as soon as we've got all the details worked out, we can talk about it. But there's some fun stuff happening at the Griffin Opera House, and I sure appreciate Kim and just all the folks down there at the Griffin Opera House for making this possible. Mark Ware, we'll see you there October the 8th. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Matt.
Need to take a quick break, but when we come back, Mr. Webb Pierce Jr. will be joining me. Of course, his late father's new album, A Country Boy Singing His Heart Out, available on Country Rewind Records, just debuted. And Mr. Pierce is going to be here to tell us all about it right after this.
Hi, this is Wade Peoples from Georgia Folk and Farm Life Radio. I'm here to tell you about Meeks Brothers Cattle Company. And you don't have to worry about supply chain issues or where your beef comes from. Do what I do and call Meeks Brothers Cattle Company today. You can get a whole, half, a quarter, any amount of beef you want. Good quality beef. Vacuum packed, lasts up to 3 years in your freezer. It's grass-fed, grain finished, made to order. Visit Meeks Brothers Cattle Company on Facebook today and tell them Brother Wade sent you. And that's Meeks Brothers Cattle Company. Thank you.
I know you can hear me, and so can your customers. Lots of people don't take kids seriously. Well, listen up. Advertising on Georgia Radio is seriously easy and affordable. Visit georgiaradio.com/advertise, or better yet, call the station. So let's talk. Your customers are listening, and so is my mom. Hi, Mom.
Your plans? Today it's dinner with the parents at your spot.
We gotta come back here.
Now, their spot. Or you're on the edge of your seat at the game.
Come on, just one time.
And it's the one. Or maybe you're catching the next flight to...
Now boarding flight 1850.
Oh, that's you. The choice is yours. And when you're with Amex, it's not if it's going to happen, but when. American Express. Don't live life without it.
When you shop at a Walmart Vision Center, you get it. You know that you'll spend a little less on stylish glasses for the whole family.
Welcome to the Vision Center. Let me know if you need help finding the perfect frames.
Hey, Mom, you were right. These glasses are cool.
Hon, they take our insurance. That means Papa's getting a new pair, too.
Whoa, glasses start at just $39. Next stop, groceries.
So you can get a little more of what you need. Find a Vision Center near you. Save money, live better. Walmart.
All the best country.
Georgia Radio. Everywhere you go. Matt Jolley. Right here on Georgia Radio.
Country Rewind Records has out a new album right now. Webb Pierce, a country boy, singing his heart out. And joining us now via telephone is Webb Pierce Jr., a guy who spent a lot of time with Webb Pierce because he's his son. We're glad you're here, Webb. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Matt.
Well, what does this album mean to you? And tell us the story behind it, because a lot of these artists over the years had tracks squirreled away in the backs of safes and places that people had long forgotten. I'm sure there's a backstory to this one. Would you mind sharing it?
It's like these masters get floating around and people find them. And it's even got songs on it I've never heard. And, you know, it seems like the real country is finally starting to come back. And it's great that it is, because it's about time for it to come back.
Well, I would agree with you. There's a lot of great songs on this one, including one that I just really liked was "Slowly." And you hear your dad's voice just come screaming through on that particular track. What was it like growing up with Webb as your dad?
Well, it was a little rough through the years. Everybody expected more of you, or expected you to be different than everybody else, where to me, I was just me,
Sure. Yeah, I heard a friend of mine who has a very successful father. Somebody stopped him on the street and they said, "Well, you sure have big shoes to fill." And he said, "That's all right. I've got big feet." And I thought, I never forgot that. But yeah, it's true. Did you have any interest yourself in music, or was this just something that Dad did? And when he was home, he was Dad.
Well, he wanted me to get in music, but it just wasn't for me. That was more for my sister. She was the real musician. I mean, you could give her a guitar, give her a piano, whatever, and she could just play the heck out of it.
Yeah. It's funny how those genes hop around, isn't it? You
It is.
You never know what you're going to get. Well, everybody, I think that goes to Nashville or that's ever been to Nashville has probably read something at some point about your father, whether it's the swimming pool or the cars or just who knows. But is there a story that stands out in your mind that you'd like to share with us?
Well, I remember when I was young and Dad had the $silver car I used to ride on the saddle in the front seat.
Good memory, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's.
I mean, I can't imagine it now, but.
Can't imagine the thing going down the road now, probably,
No.
Yeah, that's a heck of a car. Of course, you can go see it at the Country Music Hall of Fame if you know the one we're talking about. But, 15 new songs that are on this album. And as you said, Webb, you haven't heard some of them yourself, and there's a whole bunch of great stuff on there. The folks at Country Rewind are really doing some great stuff. We had Leroy Van Dyke on. They found some stuff from him just a while back, but it's really cool to hear this. What did you think the first time you heard your dad singing some of these songs that you hadn't heard before?
I was surprised that they hadn't been out before now, but I mean, you just never know.
Yeah, you never know what they're going to dig up, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I saw too where his hometown down there in West Monroe, Louisiana, home of the Duck Commander, and of course your late father. I saw where they honored him here just this last month, I guess.
Yes, it was I believe the 26th. We went down there, and for the unveiling of it, everybody was great. People down there were wonderful.
Yeah, that's a fun place. That's my stop when I'm headed back to Texas. I pull right in there to West Monroe. It's about halfway between here and Atlanta, and a great stop to stop over. I'll have to go down there and see everything that they've done in honor of your father next time that I'm down there. Well, Webb, I sure appreciate you coming on, and if folks want to get a hold of this album, they can get it right off of countryrewindrecords.com, and we'll make that link available, and I hope it's a success for both your late father's memory and for your family as well. This is a good project, and it's just great to see, as you say, some real country music coming out. I thought this was interesting. Webb Pierce, of course, we all know him from his stylings back in the 1950s, but he actually had more number one hits that charted than Hank Williams, Eddie Arnold, Lefty Frizzell, or even Ernest Tubb. That is some rarefied air right there. And
yes, it is.
I sure appreciate you coming on today, Webb. Thanks so much.
Well, it was my pleasure, Matt.
Well, it sure has been a fun show. And listen, if there is something you want to say to me, or if you have a buy, swap, or sell thing, whatever it is that you'd like me to feature on this show or any other show, maybe it's a request or dedication. If you're listening through the app, again, it's the microphone button right down there at the bottom of the main screen on the My Georgia Radio app. A lot of stuff to see and do around the state really this weekend coming up. Lots of great concerts and whatnot. We're going to make a lot of them available there on Facebook.com/Georgia Radio. You can always take a look there. But again, my thanks to Mark Ware for coming on. My thanks to Webb Pierce Jr. And, of course, my thanks to you for being here. Just every single day that you're here, it just means the world to me. My sincere thanks for being here with us. Download the app if you haven't already done so. Share it with a friend. Ask them to download it, and we'll just keep building this community in a grassroots manner. Also, don't forget that promotion that Mark Ware was talking about. If you click on his picture in the app, if you just scroll down past the player window and all that, right there, you'll see a picture of Mark Ware, and it says Griffin Opera House, October the 8th. Click on his image. It'll take you right there to buy a ticket, or you can text the phone number that Mark mentioned there. It's the Opera House number. And put his name in the text message. They'll send you a promo code that gets you a special discount on those tickets. And that is just for artist friends. So what did he say? 50 some odd tickets. Those are going to sell out just super fast. So hurry on up. October the 8th. I will see you there live and in person. I'm looking forward to shaking some hands and seeing some of you. So come on out and join Mark Ware and friends on October the 8th right there at the Griffin Opera House, and buy Webb Pierce's new album. They're at Country Rewind Records. If you've got somebody you want us to feature on the show, maybe it's an artist doing good things here in the great state of Georgia, send them my way. I'd love to have them on here As always, thanks for being here. So long for now, everybody.
Georgia Radio. Good company and great country.
You know, enjoying the country music.
What's that place you've always wanted to try? Well, you're there. Sharing plates with
just one bite.
Or on second thought, maybe not sharing. It's that good. When you're with Amex, it's not if it's going to happen, but when. American Express. Don't live life without it.